Any
You
direct.
know, Vigilante gonna have a
I
gonna
don't
have a field day
care.
with that one.
I ain't worried about no vigilante. Get your views up.
You know?
Talk about it. I'm not caring. Gives 2 cents. He can use every soundbite he got. I feel exactly how I feel. So all it's gonna prove is level is not no fanboy to the point that he can't tell the truth about stuff.
I'm the angry vigilante here to fight the fight, breaking down the walls in the dead of night. I don't come for peace, I come for the storm. Fanboys melt quick when the truth gets warm. Salt content's high, I'm collecting those tears. Just got started, but I'm cutting through fears. I'm not here for brand deals, I'm not for sale. I expose your lies, rip off the veil.
You know, I really appreciate you guys. I do. You guys give some of the best intros anybody could ask for. All you have to do is bring Nia on, and she even gives better intros. Bring her back on. The fans want her back, Levelhead. But I am so proud of you, Levelhead. I will never call you a fanboy ever again. You have graduated from fanboy to a straight out fan. I'm going to give you a round of applause. Now, I know that you have criticized Nintendo in the past, so don't be coming at me saying, oh, you're just putting words in my mouth. I'm not putting no words in your mouth, but I am very proud of you. Honestly, I know you just came back from vacation, but if this what happens, if this is the version of Levelhead we get after vacation, then Levelhead, you need to go on vacation every month. You need to come back rejuvenated, refreshed every single month for this kind of stuff. So I think this is a moment for celebration. I'll bring the jambalaya, you can bring the hot water cornbread, and we'll have a big feast out of it. What do you say? Well, let's get into this reaction.
Normally K-Bun go on vacation about 2 weeks, so we be
Wow.
out. K-Bun, it's
Wow.
just the truth, man. Hey.
Come on, Levelhead, you can't come at K-Bomb like that. You gotta put some more respect on his name here. Me and him were Gamefly buddies, so you better be nice.
Now, of course, we all have been waiting and anticipating the next direct. Has been rumored. It had been rumored that it was going to be a direct coming. Most folks thought it was going to be the main direct that, you know, Nintendo typically does. But we got what they called a partner showcase.
Oh yeah, and I wonder why everyone thought it was going to be a normal direct. Does that have something to do with a person called Beat 'em Ups? Now, he actually congratulated Beat 'em Ups on what he did. You know what, I will admit what Beat 'em Ups did technically was wrong, but I still commend him for what he did. You know, he wants to sit here and stop leaks, and you know, the problem is he did not fully commit to that damn video. The only way that he can get those leaks to stop is you got to go after the people that run with that information, or you got to stop people from spreading leaks. I'll let you decide which one is more likely to happen.
This direct up, just know, if you're triggered by truth, you might want to go away. What I'm finna say. I'm just giving you a fair warning. If you can't handle the truth, you don't want to listen to the level tonight.
Oh no, come on, Levelhead. We want to listen to Levelhead tonight. We want to sit here and hear the truth. Preach, man. Hurry up.
The direct happened last week on a Tuesday. I was in Branson enjoying myself. I woke up 8 in the morning, woke up out of my slumber, thinking I'm about to see something that's gonna really put a smile on my face.
Well, come on, Levelhead. When was the last time Nintendo actually sat here and put a smile on our faces? Except when they finally did the Switch 2 reveal, until we sat here and saw how much everything was, and that smile quickly faded. And you sat here and said, oh, I had to wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning. 8 o'clock in the morning, that's late. Come on here, Levelhead. You know that. You're acting like it was such an inconvenience you had to wake up so early. Come on, man.
And I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. This direct was trash.
Oh, yes, it was. Now, the biggest reason why this direct was trash was because of a certain somebody who lied, said it was supposed to be this massive direct. There was no way that this direct was ever gonna meet the expectations that everybody had for it. And even though Beat 'em Ups, you are at fault for it for lying, I'm loving every minute of you exposing each and every one of those Nintendo YouTubers, how they sit here and did not do their job and did not fact check their sources. So thank you very much. You have given me ammunition going forward against a lot of these Nintendo YouTubers. I just want to say thank you.
Look, I'm not even gonna hold you. I was so excited for this direct. I was anticipating it. I was like, what they gonna show tomorrow? I'm gonna wake up out my sleep. I got my phone. And you know, it started off hopeful with what they showing. This Monster Hunter, I guess, 3 stories, 3.
Oh yeah, that was definitely the best highlight. See, the problem with that direct was the biggest highlight of that whole direct was in the very beginning. Maybe a little bit of the new that Hyrule Warriors game, whatever it's called. That game might be a highlight also, but unfortunately that direct was not very good. And the biggest reason why that direct was not that good was most of that stuff, I think if I remember correctly, was for the Switch 1. They did not showcase this to be a Switch 2 partner direct, and that's what many people who went out and bought those Switch 2s wanted to see. Now that the honeymoon phase is over, Nintendo, you ain't gonna get away with this now.
I'm not gonna hold y'all, man. I was highly disappointed with Nintendo. Highly disappointed.
Oh, I get it, Levelhead. You guys paid $450 for a system, and so far, and this is my opinion, this is not Levelhead's opinion, in my opinion, there is no single reason why you should go out and buy a Switch 2. I thought DK Bonanza was going to give you the reason why, but I personally do not think DK Bonanza is worth $70. There is not enough quality content to justify that $70. So, and then Mario Kart World, we definitely know is not worth it. What other games do they got? Oh, Drag X Drive. No one's going to run out and buy something for a $20 game. Fast Fusion actually is worth buying, but the problem is no one's going to run out and buy it for a $15 game. You know, those Switch 2 editions of some of those games, the Mario Party Jamboree, that was a huge letdown with its expansion pack. And then the Switch 2 editions of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, they ain't worth the damn money. So as of right now, there is no actual reason to go out and buy a Switch 2.
This was not it. I'm sorry. This was not it. It's this new. I guess people saying you could have emailed that to me. You could have texted that to me. Just put that in the text with the name of the games coming. That's what you got coming for our party. This was not worth.
You know, it would have been worth it if they would have thrown Final Fantasy VII Remake, the release date for that, the release date for Elden Ring. That is what so many people are waiting for. There are some older ports that will do phenomenally well on the Switch 2, and them two are probably it. I definitely know Final Fantasy VII Remake is going to do great on the Switch 2. Elden Ring, I honestly do not know how well Elden Ring is going to do. Even though Elden Ring is a phenomenal game, I haven't played it, but everyone says it's phenomenal. Even though many people love that game, I don't know if Switch 2 people are really going to enjoy that kind of game. When you look at DK Bonanza, that is an extremely easy game. There is almost no challenge in that game, so I don't see too many Nintendo people being able to handle a game like Elden Ring in the first place. But the problem was, in that direct, they gave no reason why you should go get a Switch 2. Yes, Monster Hunter Stories 3 looks amazing, but unfortunately, I don't see that being a system seller. I love Monster Hunter, love the regular games, love Monster Hunter Stories. I am very excited for that game, but if I didn't already have a Switch 2, I would not run out and purchase a Switch 2 just to get that game. Just saying.
Had me up 8 in the morning at the crack of dawn on vacation looking at this boo-boo.
Levelhead, 8 o'clock in the morning. That is late. If people wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning, that's sleeping in, for crying out loud. Are you kidding me? Acting like they made you wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning. That's the butt crack of dawn. 8 o'clock in the morning, even during the wintertime, I don't think that's the butt crack of dawn. I'm pretty certain that the sun's already rose by 8 o'clock in the morning.
One reason I'm not being as kind towards Nintendo is All these were the reason why they said they held off launching the system, was to secure more third-party support. That's the reason they held back.
And no should you. Good job, Levelhead. You don't give them no grace. Nintendo does not deserve it. They haven't shown us whatsoever why they deserve any grace. They literally have not came out with a game yet that is truly a system seller that is worth your money. I firmly agree. Even though he did not say that, I'm going to make that clear, Levelhead. Don't you be coming at me now. But yes, do not give them grace. And they did sit here and hold off. If he is correct, they held off to secure that third party, and yet they're not even allowing the third party to market their game. This is ridiculous. And then the ones they did market, I will admit, there were quite a few games that did look pretty good in there. The Octopath Traveler 0, that looked good. The Elliot game, that looked good. But those are not the reason why you buy those systems. Where are the big AAA titles? Those are the ones that sell the systems.
When you hear rumors that Nintendo is turning down, giving folks dev kits, picking and choosing who you're going to give, and that's probably, and I heard about this. I remember Moore's Law is Dead said this, and they was offending a lot of third-party devs because of this stuff.
Oh, I can believe it. And that should show everybody right there. Whenever people say, oh, Nintendo wants to get that third-party support. If Nintendo truly wanted to get that third-party support, they would not sit here, withhold dev kits. I think that's just them being cheap. Are you kidding me? You cannot give these developers some damn dev kits. It's not like there's millions of developers out there, for crying out loud. Nintendo, stop being cheap. If you really want that third-party support for your ecosystem, you need to sit here and get that. You need to give them those dev kits so they can sit here and make those games. Now you're just being greedy. And I think that a lot of the Nintendo people are finally starting to come around. Good job.
Asking them what games were they putting on there. Well, you don't need a Switch 2 to put that game on our Switch. But when I look at your partnership direct, most of the stuff you show me look like Switch stuff.
Well, that's probably because it was. And to play a little bit of devil advocate for Nintendo here, come on, Levelhead. They pulled the wool over your eyes before this damn direct anyways. Look at Mario Kart World. Look at DK Bonanza. Even though they looked good, and yes, but Mario Kart World was polished, DK was not polished. So what do you expect? I think that those games could have possibly played on the Switch 1.
So you creating your own problem. That's one thing, right? You creating the problem that you have because you chose not to give these companies dev kits.
Oh, and very true. And I understand that this is not normally one of my videos, but when I finally see a Nintendo fanboy, yes, he has criticized Nintendo in the past, but when I see a Nintendo fanboy graduate from a fanboy to becoming an actual fan that will hold Nintendo accountable, I think it is a time for celebration and we need to praise them. So good job, Levelhead. You continue preaching this. You preach to these youngins. We need to wake them up.
That's obviously what's going on here, because there's other that I believe is they said there are games that even Digital Foundry said, we know games that's out there that's been developed for the system that we thought was going to be announced here.
Oh, I can believe it. I heard that there was supposed to be Final Fantasy VII Remake and Intergrade. I heard that there was supposed to be Elden Ring. I heard of a few other games, and I think I might have heard of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. So why were those games not being shown? When it comes to Madden, you don't need to market Madden. Madden's going to sell all on its own, and they did briefly touch on that earlier. I had to cut it out. I'm sorry, guys. This was a very long one. I cannot react to the whole thing, so let's just be realistic here. But when it comes to Madden, even though I don't think anybody should be buying those Madden games, I think the sports titles are just trash nowadays. They're nothing but filled with those heavily microtransaction BS crap, and all you're getting is an updated roster in the first place, so you can probably just skip them anyways. But I know people are not going to do that.
I'm just trying to gauge what you want.
What I want is you to show me what I'm gonna say.
What do you want?
Everybody
what
here,
do you want?
because keep saying this. I'm gonna tell y'all what I want. Show me why I purchased this system for your third party. Show me why.
Ooh-wee. Boy, did Levelhead put some fire on that one. Oh man, Keith's getting some flames tonight, let me tell you. Well, Levelhead, Nintendo is not known for third party, so why would someone go out and buy a Nintendo Switch 2 for third party support in the first place? Even if you hear the rumors going on, we got to be realistic here. Nintendo hasn't had major third party support, like a lot of it, since like the Super Nintendo. And, you know, we can go into the reasons why that is. You know, that could be Nintendo's fault. You can blame Sony if you want to. But regardless whose fault it is, Nintendo has never had that major third-party support since the Super Nintendo. So if you thought that they were magically going to get it again, come on, Levelhead. We got to be realistic here. We got to learn from history.
They did not show it in
for Madden.
Yeah, but you show it in a way that make me want to buy Madden. If I was left to how Nintendo showed it, I would buy Madden on the PlayStation 5.
Okay, come on, guys. We don't need to be bad influences here. We don't need to influence people to go waste their money on Madden. That is not good for the community. Come on, guys.
It matters how you show stuff.
But you can't play it on the go.
I don't give a doggone if. So my point is, I'm not trying to get at Keith. I'm just not letting that.
No,
Keith
I'm not taking it.
Keith got a way of positioning an argument.
Personally, I do not think playing games on the go really matters as much as everyone thinks it does when it comes to Nintendo. Because of how well the Switch did, people were like, oh, well, it's because everybody wants to play them on the go. If people truly cared, because one thing Switch did not have was the major third-party support. So if people really care to play games on the go, like Madden on the go, then the Steam Deck would have sold extremely well.
And it's like, no, bro, you understand what I'm saying, even though you're trying to act like you don't. I know you understand what I'm saying. I said in the chat, and I'm saying it here. Nintendo has to treat their title third party with respect.
Keep preaching that word. You keep spreading that damn word there, Levelhead. That is completely true. Nintendo does not treat third party very well. Nintendo, I swear, they have like this ego about them that you should be so honored to even put your game on my platform. That's what feeling I always get with Nintendo, because Nintendo is the one who always makes very bad business decisions, and then you got Nintendo people always trying to defend them. So I am so happy that Levelhead is not doing that. Thank you, Levelhead.
You feel like you
It
fumble.
feels
You
like a
feel like you
fumble.
said. Well, if I'm not the only one that, if you can say, and we can all say that out of all the directs you have shown so far, you fumbled the launch of the Switch. It was just so hot that people bought it anyway. You decided to charge people for a freaking tech demo.
Oh, I completely agree, Levelhead. Nintendo definitely did fumble the launch of this system, but it was so highly anticipated that so many people put those honeymoon goggles on and couldn't see right through it. A bunch of us saw that BS crap that they were doing with, charging for that tech demo, just like he said. You also got the overprice of Mario Kart World. You also did not have enough good first-party launch titles to go with. I truly stand by this. The only game that for the Switch 2 that is worth your money right now is Fast Fusion. That is literally the only game that is worth your money. And I would never tell someone go buy a Switch 2 just to play that game.
You decided to put $10 extra on Mario Kart when you didn't have to charge us $80 for Mario Kart. You decided to do all these boneheaded things.
Well, sorry to break this one to you, Levelhead. It wasn't $10 extra. It was actually $30 extra that they decided to charge us, because that game is not worth more than $50. Just saying.
You do know why they did that?
Because they could.
Because no, the carts are more expensive. We ate the cost.
No, they could have ate the cost. They should have ate the cost. Because they should.
I agree with Levelhead. They did it because they could. But here, Keith, I will explain why. None of us asked them to pick cartridges. They chose to do cartridges. They could have invested into like those PSP disc looking thing, made them Blu-ray, and that is completely possible. It would have been cheaper, but they chose to pick expensive cartridges. They made a poor business decision. We should not have to eat the cost. If they eat the cost, what are they going to go from making record profits to regular profits here? That's why they should eat the cost.
It's not. They should have ate that cost.
That's why game key cards exist, because the third parties don't want to eat the cost.
Let's go with game key cards. You have let the misinformation linger out there. You haven't got on. Now you want to do a freaking survey asking us what we think about game key cards.
I will say this, whoever made that decision to do game key cards, but did not actually think that they were going to get backlash for it, they should be fired immediately. That was one of the worst things. You thought we were literally going to accept it, be like, oh, well, the third parties, well, we don't care if the third parties want game key cards. We don't care if they want full physical, whatever it is. I will stand by this. If you are going to charge, especially at full price, you are going to charge $60, $70, $80 for a game, damn right it should be fully on the cartridge.
What you think about it?
So,
That's a joke.
All
It's
this
rhetorical.
stuff that it says to me
They both funny.
that Nintendo does not know how.
I swear, K-Bomb, you just like antagonizing Levelhead, don't you? You know, K-Bomb, why have you not convinced Levelhead, instead of wasting your money paying $70 for a game that is not worth it, why haven't you convinced them to get Gamefly? Gamefly is an amazing thing. Listen here, Levelhead, I sat here, picked the DK Bonanza, and it was shipped the day it was released. That's how awesome Gamefly is. Now, why can't they do that with PS5? I'm still waiting for Mafia of the Old Country to be shipped. Why is it taking so damn long?
To manage success. They know how to climb out of a ditch. They don't know how to continue success. I'm not saying the Switch 2 is going to fail. What I'm saying is the Switch 2 is doing good despite of what y'all are doing.
Exactly. What they're doing, they're sitting here ripping us off left and right. Their marketing is terrible. I don't think I've ever seen Nintendo's marketing be so damn bad, but their marketing is atrocious this generation. And the reason why, they know they don't have to sit here and pay all that money for marketing, because all of us are going to market for them. Whether it's in a good way or a bad way, we market for them. And they know that a good portion of the base is just going to eat up the slop that they're doing anyway, so it doesn't matter. Well, I am sorry to tell you this, Levelhead. I'm going to have to end the video right here. I know you have said so much more than what you have, but I can only put so much into like a 20-something minute long video. This is as long as I want to do it. So let's get into the members already. And now it's time to get in the members of the channel. We got Koros Objective, Maximilian Pegasus 88, Mattfox 94, Shade Milkman, Oh No is Justin, Brian Payne, Andy Ritz, Jay Wesby 65, Sea Stars Piplup, Astrius Lane, Maximus 2400, and John Molina. Thank you so much for becoming part. And if you truly enjoy this content, why don't you think about becoming a member? It's only $1 a month. You get special emotes, badges, and you get a shout out at the end of each video until it becomes too long, and then it'll be turned into a credit roll. And also, I got an awesome merch lined up for you guys. I got amazing shirts, hoodies, I got coffee mugs, I got desk mats, I got a bunch of different kinds, so why don't you check it out also. And please like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, guys, stay vigilant.
You can cry in the comments, but you won't survive. Like and subscribe if you feel that vibe. We're